I think that anyone can be a futurist. Okay, so like I consider myself a futurist. I'm really good at being able to tell, but it's like it becomes easier once you know a formula. And one of the things that I believe is one of the most important components, first of all, obviously learning about history. Okay, because history rhymes and repeats itself, right?
Yes, of course.
And it helps you understand like these repetitions and these cycles. They tend to happen. Secondly, how you guys want to become futurists right now? Really
sure.
Quick, if you guys want to become? Okay. I'm going to teach you guys how.
Yes, please.
All right, yes,
so
please.
there's something called orders of magnitude. Okay, so an order of magnitude is like 10x, right? 2 orders of magnitude, 100x. So one way that I see forward is that if there's a new technology or something that is happening, especially in the technology field, all you got to know is if something is 10x better, it usually disrupts and takes out your competition. If something is going to be 100 times better, it could disrupt an entire ecosystem / industry. Okay, we're also entering into an area where we're going to see 3, 4, 5 orders of magnitude better in technology, hence like artificial intelligence, but all these other technologies. So if you wanted to know how I knew that, and it's still happening, it's still evolving right now with cryptocurrencies. Like now you see, back in the days, they're like, oh, it's illegal. It's like, okay, every country's doing this. When they banned Russia from having any type of payment systems, people don't realize this. Like Bitcoin went up like crazy because the huge companies to the market seller on the side were using Bitcoin because it was unstoppable. Now you see every country is literally bringing in CBDCs and digital currencies, and like it was only a matter of time. And I saw that this technology is way better than what exists.
Yes.
So if you see a technology that is way better, 10x, 100x, you automatically know it's only a matter of time until it comes to fruition, and that lets you know where we're headed. So like one of my favorite quotes is by like Wayne Gretzky, and he's like, always skate to where the puck is going, right? So you skate to where the puck is going. You don't skate to the puck. You skate to where the puck is going. And as long as you can skate there, boom, you guys are futurists.
Wow. That's quite a definition and quite a wisdom. I have to unpack this question again.
But remember it in orders of magnitude, right?
Yes.
So like if you see like something that is much better than what is available now, like it's only a matter of time. NFTs is a great one. People could talk all the smack that they want to, but it's the technology. Now you start seeing companies like Porsche, Ticketmaster, some of these huge companies are now integrating it. It's because it is far superior. It's like it's something that is going to help people do royalties, do creator fees, transparency. There's none of that stuff and it all works on smart contracts. So it basically, and those that don't know what smart contracts are, it's just pretending you have a legal team that puts a contract into place, but it's made through code. So it's like you get to do things through code. So it's like, this is what it is, and you no longer need humans involved. So instead of having a legal contract that's in paper and can be smudged, you put it into a program, and it allows the easeability to be able to do really cool stuff. Like, let's say you come up with a painting, you NFT it, you could get 10% fee every time it's sold. If Picasso goes and sells his painting for $100, but then let's say he sells it to Mike for $100, and then Mike sells it for $1 million, Picasso doesn't get $1.
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be fair that Picasso gets some of that money too, like 10% or something? And then if you sell it for $1 million, he gets $100,000. That's more fair for Picasso. So that's it. That's just one of the use cases out of so many. You know what I mean?
I think they make a lot of money through art because not just only you make money, the creator also making money. So
and it incentivizes the creator to be more creative, right? Like I believe in like compensating mastery. So like if you can compensate mastery, like you're able to bring the highest creativity in the world to the forefront, like a Bugatti. Like it's so expensive, but it's like you have to compensate mastery. It's not buying a luxurious item. It's like you are giving benefit and you're applauding, obviously through the use of money and everything else, but you allow him to go into more mastery to create the baddest cars, the fastest cars, in the world. Mastery.
I do love NFT because I do play, I don't know if you know Axie Infinity. So I'm breeding a lot of NFT to make money to sell the other people. So I did that route once. It's like, I'm having fun because I was growing baby and a digital baby, and I sell to the people, and people was like, "Oh my gosh, it's funny!"
It was fun.
And one of the NFTs, like, I can sell for like 2,000. I was like,
that was crazy.
2,000 for this? I'm breeding more.
It reminds me, I used to breed exotic reptiles.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of my companies. I sold it in 2016 to one of my partners, and like we used to breed the most exotic reptiles. So when I saw NFTs, I was actually trying to get my ex-business partner to do it through NFTs, to do the breeding of reptiles through NFTs.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he never went through with it, but I'm like, man, that's such a next evolution.
Yes.
It's like, first of all, you don't have to deal with the physical animals,
yes,
and, you know, supposed cruelty and whatever it is. But you get to do them through NFTs, and it's so easy to be able to replicate these things. There's, like you were talking about that you were breeding them, like there's dragons. And oceans. I'm like, there's so much stuff, and the possibility is so awesome, right?
Because for me, Mike always introduced me in the world like that. Because I didn't come from that type of background. Because, you know, I came from the background that from Burma, and then we were living in the regime. The government is like, you know, whatever you say the truth, shut up, right? Yeah. So when I started seeing him, like he actually opened up for me. You know, because a lot of stuff, like becoming more open-minded, critical thinking. I'm like, when he started doing like breathing, like the baby, like, what is this? Right? It's always like fascinating to me. Yeah, but it's actually benefited me. So like he will help me in my business as well. And like I'm like becoming more innovative.
Yeah. Nice.
So like you were always ahead of the time, and then you have like a strong conviction for what you were doing. Is there any times that people I doubt on you, whatever you're doing, because they're not really understanding? And then did you come across people like that? Like, you know, a lot.
I mean, way more back in the days. Because like I was like, I was one of those guys that would talk about, you know, I guess there was like government things, whatever it was, like, you know, all the stuff that Snowden came out and talked about. I used to talk about those way before, because I was like, there was a period in time where like I was so obsessed, like I just was studying like every night, no joke, like 4 to 6 hours, going into rabbit holes, like, you know, about like, you know, history, you know, the elite families, you know. I don't know if you guys remember a point in time where they had the hacktivist and Anonymous, basically, and then you had the protests, the Wall Street protests. I forgot what it was called. There was a name for it. And I was so enamored at like these people that cared, that they were like these digital hackers, and they call them hacktivists because they were activists that were hackers. And that idea was like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like just the idea that it was not a single person, not a group. It was an idea, you know, like V for Vendetta, if you guys remember seeing that movie.
V for Vendetta, yes.
Where they say that an idea cannot die, right? So like that was the same exact composition for me, where I was like, whoa, you know, these people care. And then if people are doing illegal stuff, they're basically going after them. And it's not just one person, whatever it was. So I started just going down so many different rabbit holes of history. And I would depict a lot of things that were happening in the future. And at first everyone was like, you know, about like, you know, not eating GMO stuff and to be able to eat more organic. All my friends are like, dude, why would you spend so much money? That makes no sense. Like buying, you know, good foods. And I'm like, man, this stuff is going to mess you up. Like, I'm not going to put, you know, regular fuel inside of my Ferrari. Yeah. You know, I'm going to put some rocket fuel in there, you know, and like that right there is going to help you get further. So I think as time went on, and I started to also get success, or my crazy bets worked out. Like, for example, when I was in the reptile industry, everyone was like, yo, you're crazy. Like, you're never going to make money doing this. You're dealing with reptiles. Like, who wants to do that? And then they saw like my rise in that industry was so fast, you know, and I did so well, exited. You know, people were like, whoa, okay, he made it happen. But now he's going into e-commerce. Like, why would you do that? Why would you go into e-commerce? You know, and like, I ended up doing about like, you know, by the time, like, I don't know, $40 million by the time we got acquired by like somewhere around there when we got acquired by a public company. And like I made it in the e-commerce world. I failed a bunch of times right before it, and I didn't give up. Because I didn't give up, it worked. You know, like to prove people wrong too, you know, I go even harder. Because like when people think I can't do something, that makes me want to do it even more.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah. So the belief started to get better. And there's still a lot of people that don't believe, or they have counter opinions, but like literally I don't pay attention to them at all. Like when I'm convinced or I know where I'm going, I've also come to find that I have to be very sovereign. And if I have to do it by myself, I do. But I also have some good people around me that they also believe. And if we believe together, we can conquer mountains.
If you like this clip and you want to watch more,
click right here. If you want to watch a full podcast, click right here.